I recently turned 52, and looking back, there's some hard-earned wisdom I wish someone had shared with me in my 30s and 40s. It's about waking up from a life on autopilot, and it has nothing to do with hustling harder or setting more ambitious goals. In fact, it's the exact opposite. So many of us spend years doing everything right. We get the education, build the career, start a family, buy the house. On paper, our lives look perfect. But when we're alone with our thoughts, maybe during a quiet commute or late at night, a nagging feeling surfaces. Is this it? Is this the life I actually wanted? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? To have a life that looks good to everyone else, but feels a little empty on the inside. This feeling often comes from living on autopilot. Our 30s and 40s are peak autopilot years. We're juggling so much: careers, kids, mortgages, aging parents. Life becomes a blur of routines, checklists, and to-do lists. We're so busy being productive that we forget to be present. We're running on a treadmill, ticking off boxers, but we're not consciously choosing our direction. It's easy to build a life that, piece by piece, starts to feel like it doesn't even belong to you anymore. We get so caught up in the what and the how that we completely lose sight of the why. Think about your daily routine. How much of it is truly intentional? The morning scroll through social media, the zoned-out commute, the endless stream of emails and meetings. We fill our days with tasks that keep us busy, but mentally disengaged. We're chasing the next promotion, the next milestone, the next vacation, believing that's where happiness lies. This is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. We achieve a goal, feel a brief moment of satisfaction, and then immediately start looking for the next thing. The problem is, these external milestones rarely deliver the deep, lasting fulfillment we crave. They can't, because they're just destinations, not the journey itself. This leads to the most important question you can ask yourself, especially in midlife. Whose life am I actually building? Is it the life your parents expected? The one your friends seem to have? The one society tells you is successful? Or is it a life that is authentically, unapologetically yours? The shift begins with one simple, powerful thing: awareness. Lasting change doesn't come from what you do. It comes from who you believe you are. This happens because our underlying identity hasn't changed. We still see ourselves as someone who hates mornings or isn't a fitness person. Goals fail when your identity stays the same. But when you shift your identity first, your behaviors naturally follow. Instead of focusing on the goal of losing 20 pounds, you start cultivating the identity of, I am a healthy person who moves my body and nourishes it with good food. A healthy person doesn't need to be forced to go for a walk. It's just who they are. What does a writer do? A writer writes, even if it's just a little bit each day. The question to ask isn't, what do I want to achieve? The far more powerful question is, who do I want to become? When you start making decisions based on the person you want to be, your actions will effortlessly align. Identity-based habits are sustainable because they feel authentic, not like a chore. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm in my 40s. Isn't it too late? Time is running out. I want to reframe that for you. Time isn't running out, but it does slip away when we're not paying attention. The real danger isn't getting older. The real danger is drifting. It's letting another 5, 10, or 20 years go by on autopilot. There's a well-known dip in happiness that often hits people in their mid to late 40s. But the research also shows that happiness tends to rise again significantly after that, especially for those who become more intentional about their lives. This awareness of time doesn't have to create panic. It should create urgency and clarity. It helps you see that your time is precious, not infinite. It helps you say no to things that do want to align with the person you want to become and say a resounding yes to the things that do. You are not behind. This isn't a race. Life is not about speed. It's about alignment. Waking up to this at 35, 45, or even 55 is a gift. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The same is true for your life. The best time to start designing your life with intention is right now. Ask yourself today, who do I want to become? And then take one small step, just one, that aligns with that vision. That's how you begin. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more conversations about living an intentional life. I'll see you in the next one.